Hello, Twin Flames. Welcome back to God Conscious Twin Flame 1111. My name is Pamela, and I want to thank you for watching. I also want to thank all my loyal viewers, my new subscribers, and all the comments from the viewers. I really appreciate reading the comments that this is helpful, or what's going on in your twin flame relationship, or what's going on with you as it relates to the twin flame relationship. I think it's encouraging and helpful for those that watch this channel to know that they're not alone, and that this is a struggle, and really the struggle is to oneness with self and with God, and then at the end that the relationship was the tool that got you into balance, really, and into knowing that love is your divine gift from God, and that it can't be taken away, and that whether you're in union or not in union, that love is available to you in very special ways, and that sometimes we have to seek for it. And as we get more familiar with how the divine operates and how to move forward in love, the more our eyes open to see it in every little thing, no matter where we are. So the purpose of it is to drive us to unconditional love for ourselves, for our divine partner, for our community, for our world, for those that may be asleep, without judgment on those that might be asleep. So I did last night, it was very late, the Divine Masculine Energy reading for July 1st through July 7th. I hope you have an opportunity to watch that. It really makes clear some of what's going on with the Divine Masculine, whether you're in communication or not. It is a glimpse into what's going on into his inner world, and some of what the divine is trying to guide him toward. The divine wants us to be free. He doesn't want us to be tied down by egoic patterns, and that's really one of the goals of the twin flame journey, is to be elevated to a higher level, an enlightenment, and awakening, so that we can be free to love unconditionally without the egoic patterns and personalizing everything. Rather, we should be sending love to everybody, and not seeking revenge and or being bitter in any way. So I think that the divine's plan is quite masterful and organic and authentic and beautiful and just powerful, and my job is to seek all those all the beauty within it, and really to acknowledge the clearing that I still need in my humanness, to be free from any kind of attachment to outcomes that may not serve my greater good. So there were times I was in my divine relationship and it wasn't for my greater good yet, but it was. So but it was, because then I learned how to stay in my purpose, and I learned how to stand up for myself, and I learned how to not take on his stuff, and I learned how not to be codependent, and I learned how not to enable that behavior, and I learned how to speak my own truth. While I was in the relationship and in separation, I can still do those things, and I'm not falling apart in a hot mess like I was in the beginning of this journey. So I encourage you that you won't be a hot mess forever. If you are one right now, just pray for guidance on how to get clear. So I'm going to go into the reading with Jesus Calling. A couple of other things. I am teaching this week, so I will not be doing daily readings unless guided, probably not until Wednesday. It's already Monday morning. Last night it was about 11:30, 12, and I just got that up today when I did that Divine Masculine reading for the week. So just hang in there. Look at the readings of the past, or what resonates with you. Today I'm listening to Reiki music, Open Your Heart, self-healing music, healing Reiki music by New Meditation. And I encourage you to do your meditations in the morning and at night. Do your clearings when you feel that they're necessary. Turn over to God when you feel heavy. If you're curious about whether it's your energy or their energy, you ask. Put it into your journal and write about it. Keep doing all those things that will help you. Open your Bible, open your devotionals, affirmations, and anything that you can find that's going to just kind of slowly build and build and build the strength of God within you. So for today, July 2nd, in Jesus Calling, let me show you my way for you this day. I guide you continually so you can relax and enjoy my presence in the present. Living well is both a discipline and an art. Concentrate on staying close to me, the divine artist. Discipline your thoughts to trust me as I work my ways in your life. Pray about everything, then leave outcomes up to me. Do not fear my will, for through it I accomplish what is best for you. Take a deep breath and dive into the depths of absolute trust in me. Underneath are the everlasting arms. So, wow, sums up what I was inspired to share already today. So we have Psalm 5, 2, and 3 that I'm going to read for this today. I'm going to probably do 1 through whatever they take me to. Give ear to my words, O Lord. Consider my meditation. Give heed to the voice of my cry, my King and my God. For to you I will pray. My voice you shall hear in the morning, O Lord. In the morning I will direct it to you, and I will look up. For you are not a God who takes pleasure in wickedness, nor shall evil dwell with you. So, yeah. And then in 7, but as for me, I will come into your house in the multitude of your mercy. In fear of you, I will worship toward your holy temple. And it's not fear as in fear like something bad's going to happen. It's kind of fear in I don't want what the world has to offer me anymore. I really want to seek you, Lord, and I really know that you have blessings that surpass my understanding in my seeking you. My fear is in doing the things that cause me pain. And it's tricky, and it can happen, and I just am so afraid of that. And so I really stay as close to the Lord as I can in everything I think. Yesterday I was very close. My divine partner has been reaching out. I did not speak to him. I was protected. I do not want to speak to him at this point because to me I don't feel like I have anything to say, and I don't feel anything he has to say really is going to be fruitful right now. So I've kind of kept myself in my truth and in my authentic self, and I really have to keep standing in my truth, because I think what had happened in what I can tell is that almost like an energy vampire. I don't think he even realizes it, but he comes back for more of the beauty that I have to offer, and right now I just can't. He's got to go to the divine for that. I need it for you guys. I need it for my everyday life. I need it for my clients that I am doing readings for. I need it for me. I need it between me and the divine. I'm not going to keep handing out myself because it's not good for him and it's not healthy for him. So I'm reserving me for myself and for God and for you and for anybody that gets put on my path, because I need all of that energy. And when it's time, I'll know. So if you've closed the door on your divine partner, it's fine, because you got to become authentic, and you have to learn how to know when you have enough energy to put in that, making sure your cup is full. And my cup is full, but I'm not going to spill it out in an area in which it's going to get wasted. There is scripture about that. Don't cast your pearls to the swine. And not that I'm calling him a swine or anything along those lines, but what I'm saying is that he really has to get humble and really come under God's authority. Until that happens, I'm not, and I'll know, the divine will let me know that. I want to stay quite clear of any energies that are not serving the greater good. So for you this week, my beautiful divine feminine, counterpart, you have the Three of Wands as waiting for the signs of success. Um, After taking some of the initial steps on your journey, the situation, you're now waiting on the divine to really bless it and help you come up with the ideas to make it go out into the world. You get to take full charge of this direction, and you get to influence the events. And I kind of think that's what I just relate to you and where I'm at in this journey. I encourage you to get into a place where it's not about the outcome of being in union, it's about the outcome of serving the greater good. And that sometimes being in union is not serving the greater good, but being in separation and knowing that that time when it's right, you'll know. Let the intuition guide you for your next steps. Let the intuition guide you for your next steps. So in the first position, which would be the work position, you are in the Four of Cups. So some of you, your attention is focused on lack, possibly and probably a lack of communication from your divine partner, not having a relationship and wanting one. Because it's the cups, lacking emotional stability, not being able to see that you do have it and that you're looking to an empty well right now to get it. Focus on what you have. Focus on what's in front of you. Focus on the desire to better your circumstances and appreciate what you have and what is available to you rather than what you don't have. This will become available to you, but you really want to stay focused on what you have is more than what you're missing, and that you want to focus on that. What you have is 3, and you're only missing that one spot, only one thing. So look down instead. Focus on this. This will come, but the resistance keeps it somewhat out of reach. Stay in the energy of what's in front of you, and don't focus on the lack, but focus on what gifts you have. So that's probably your work life, your family life, your friends' life, maybe your church life. And then you have your divine partner over here. And, the overall energy is don't focus on him. Have faith that the divine is working all things out. And this is in your home position. Believing deeply and finding meaning beyond the material world, beyond what you can see. So you have the emotional fulfillment in your life, but you're looking elsewhere. It's encouraging you to seek religious, spiritual, or philosophical ideals that will strengthen you in your reality and what you do have and not in what you don't have. The Deepak Chopra has a book called The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. It doesn't matter. Even if you go into the Bible, with God all things are possible. So in the possibilities, what is in my hands right now that I have to work with? My home, my children, my life, my family, my friends, my garden, my creativity, my artwork, my music, whatever that is. And have faith that that has a deeper meaning and that you will be able to evolve that to strengthen you. This is also seeking, ethics and morality and standing within the confines of your ethics and morality, knowing that your life has a purpose and that you teach what you learn, and that the divine is your divine teacher and wants for you to have all of the material things before you, but within you, more importantly, the material things, the eyes that see and the ears that hear are the things that you don't see. Having your mind and your heart in wisdom, knowing that you have everything that you need and that all the resources come to you and flow to you easily, and that you manifest that which you need immediately, and that the angels are protecting you and that they're giving you signs, and that the butterflies are there to remind you you're on the right path, and the dragonflies or the red cardinals, or these are the ones that are showing up in my awareness, the grasshoppers. Those are the ones that have shown up in my awareness in the last couple of weeks. The full moon, the ocean. I mean, look at all the beauty around us, the sunsets and sunrises. all of that we're connected to in such a powerful way. That is tangible. That makes my heart sing. And I pray that it helps make your heart sing as well. That's reason to celebrate. And we have reason to celebrate. We have Independence Day coming up on Wednesday. And you can choose, you have the Two of Wands, and you have all this power within you. Let the divine show you how to manifest that. For some, the plan hasn't been fully revealed. I know for me, the plan isn't fully revealed. I go day by day, moment by moment. And as I do that, my days become more full with work for the divine. And so this week I'm teaching a class. It's a 5-day class, so it's 3 days this week, 2 days next week. And it's really going to take up, a good amount of my energy. I waited. I tried to do this, and it was held off, and now is the time. I didn't give up. I just kind of waited until it was revealed as the right timing, and that's what they're asking you to do here. This is an unexpected. So really holding true to your faith that God has a plan, and that He's just waiting for you to be in a balance, a center, emotionally, spiritually, physically, intellectually, so that it can be revealed. And so that perfect moment is going to show up for you to use your power and manifest and generate fruit, an opportunity that bears good fruit. And I know it feels like everything is up in the air right now, but just hold tight. Everything will manifest. Just hold tight. It's a 2. It's a 2 of Wands. It's an 11. Really, the way it shows up here, it's an 11. Just hold tight. 11 is an awakening code, and for many of us, it has been attributed to the divine twin path, the twin flame journey. So it's a 2. So just hold on. Your dreams can and will manifest. You can have all that which you desire in that relationship when the timing is right. But when you focus on it, it keeps going. It feels like it's going further away, kind of like in this 4 of Cups card, but it's really not. Just hang tight. You have celebration. So, if you've been invited to some parties, just go. Even if you're not feeling really like it, just go. I was thrown off by the energies of my divine masculine. Yes, it happens. I knew this has been going on for a couple of days. I knew he's been in struggle. But I just kept praying, please take this. Please take this. Lord, please help him. Please help him. Lord, please take this. Yesterday it was a lot harder because I kept reaching out and I kept ignoring it. I just want to stay on my path. I don't want that energy that is not healed yet to be in my awareness. I don't want it anywhere near me right now. I didn't show you. So here, this is you this week. Generosity to a fault. That's what it's at. Generosity to a fault. It's okay to be generous. But when you're generous with the divine masculine to a fault, then you feel like you like a victim, like you've given too much. And they're warning you to reserve your energy for you. Kind of like what I shared earlier. This is like giving too much unequally in a relationship. Some of you feel like you've given too much. The best way to give right now, based on the energies that showed up yesterday for this week, hold your energies for you. Give to you. Go get a manicure. Go get a pedicure. Go do a spa day. Go to the beach. Go to parties and celebrate. Go balance yourself. Do not give more than you can. Don't let your run well dry. Don't let your run... Oh, Pam. Don't let your well run dry while in this relationship, because a lot of us have done that. You need to learn to balance what you give and do it with equanimity, meaning don't give more than you have. And that lesson is repeated till it's learned. So it doesn't matter if it's your divine partner, if it's your work life, if it's your friends, if it's in service in your church. If you keep giving and giving and giving and giving and not refilling your well, then you are going to be depleted. We're encouraging you. The angels are encouraging you. God is encouraging you. Reserve your strength. Be in prayer and meditation. Ask how much you should give and when and to whom. My prayers every morning, show me where I should go, who I should speak to, what I should say. Please use me as an instrument of your will. I pray for your guidance. I choose to be obedient to you, Lord, and to follow you in all of my affairs and everything I do. And then that pulls me and my ego out of it, and it helps me to go through. Like yesterday, it was particularly heavy, but I kept what was in front of me. So I was engaged in my church yesterday, and then I went and did some work yesterday, and then I went to a party last night, and then I did a reading for the collective, and then I finally got myself some rest. And today I get to do, and I don't see my giving anymore as giving as much as I am so excited about what I'm going to learn today from the people that I get to teach, because I learn a lot from everybody who shows up in my awareness, including you guys, and especially you guys. So I want to thank you for that. So my well gets full by your encouraging words, and by your comments, and by your sharing your strength and where you're at. And even if you've chosen to abandon the path and you share that, it gives me strength. So the Knight of Cups energy is coming towards you. It's a love energy. It's the focus is on the emotional matters, but be careful that the focus doesn't become obsessively on the emotional matters, which it shows me it has been, because that's unhealthy. You want to focus on love in a greater scheme, meaning everybody. If you're finding it difficult to love your divine partner, that's okay. Give it to the divine God and the angels and Mary, and let them heal that. You don't have to feel, you're allowed to be angry. You're allowed to not want to be in the union, because you still need to be refilled. If you're feeling those things, that means your cup is still not fully replenished, is what I wanted to say. Reserve the amount of energy you put towards the divine masculine. Just save it for prayer, because prayer is one way in which you can get your well refilled. If you're wishing good and praying good for your divine partner, then good comes to you. But if you're wishing, harm can come to you. So be careful what you wish for. Just know that they're not well. And if you watch the divine masculine reading, they're in obsession and addiction. So when they're in obsession and addiction, I look at it as an illness, and as in an illness, you wouldn't wish somebody to be more ill. You'd wish for them to get better. So we're asking the divine for that for them as well. So I'm going to pull from the John Holland deck some clarifiers. Here is a rest card. I think the divine masculine had this as well. So get some rest, rest in the knowing, more in the rest in the knowing that the divine has you in the palm of his hands, protected, and wanting for you to just lean on him to get your needs met. Take off the helmet, put down all your weapons. Let the divine be in the center of the twin flame journey. Let the divine be in the center. Get some rest. Don't focus on it. Just focus on you. Focus on healing. Focus on rest. Focus on love. Focus on that which is working and that which is creating and yielding fruit in your life. Focus on how the divine loves you. Focus on, finding scriptures that are going to refill your well. Kind of like today's scripture. Just rest in his palm. Rest on his shoulder. Rest in peace, knowing that he has you and wants you to be in peace, and in faith that it's coming. And anything that needs to be cleared, have faith that it's showing up for you, because you don't want to carry any heavy energies that don't belong to you guys. You really, really don't. And you don't want to carry it because it's not good for you, and it's not good for your divine partner. It's not good for the collective around you. It's not good for your family members. Cut any cords that are unhealthy, that are bondage or obsessive in any way. Pray for the willingness to cut them. Pray for the willingness to surrender and let go of anything that doesn't serve you. So that it can be healed and converted to good. And so that when, I remember it being said, two sickies don't make a wellie. So if you're not well and you get together with your divine partner and he's not well, then you're going to go through this separation cycle. And it is for your higher good. You don't want to be in the mix of karmic energies. I think some of you know what that feels like. So be appreciative. Thank the divine for separating the two of you. For those of you that are not going through this, then this message isn't for you, but this message is apparently clearly for those that are going through this cycle. So yeah, I'll be doing a general reading coming up for the month. Hopefully I'll do the twin flame reading for the month, but they want you to stay focused on, at least in my relationship with your guides and my guides, they want us to stay focused week by week. That the focus on union really created a stir. So it was good because it was telling me that, and you, that your focus is not where it needs to be. It's not on the divine and on all that beauty that's in front of you. So, yeah, happy July. A lot of, we're always going to be growing and changing and evolving. So be grateful. So this is the Psychic Tarot for the heart. By John Holland. And so I'm going to just throw 3 cards. Yep. Share the love. Share. See, they both have your hands out. But the warning heeded here is don't give more than what you have to give. Don't give more than what you have to give, especially to keep things balanced. Shine your light. Yeah. Shine your light. Look at that, from the heart. Come from within, because the divine has filled that up for you. And then it has darkest fears. Now I want to talk about that. I'm going to read what it says. What you focus on grows. So the darkest fears: anxiety, doubt, resolve, release. Having love in your life is crucial. When a relationship does not go as planned, or when a desired relationship does not materialize, it's easy to lose yourself in worry and doubt. Oh, perfect timing, guys. Thank you. You may even question your own worthiness. It's easy to become obsessed with all of your darkest fears regarding love. Don't let your anxieties paralyze you into a total state of inaction. Dwelling on your worries only feeds them with energy, allowing them to consume you and overshadow everything else. Take a moment to determine what might be troubling your heart. The anxiety may be obvious or quite subtle. Once you identify it, decide if it is something you can resolve on your own or if you need assistance, and then take the appropriate action. If you determine that it is worry over which you have no control, ask Spirit to help you release it. Yeah, so this definitely is, some of you are focused on fears, and it's not serving your greater good. That's why they're giving you clear instructions. Shine your light. Do not let what you can see in the material world manifest or not manifest as your reality. Be encouraged that the divine has this plan and doesn't need your help. Doesn't need my help either. I just have to step away. I have to speak my truth and step away. I'm quite content to be where I'm at. I don't even know how that happened, because I used to be one that had to always be in relationships. But the relationships that I have in my life today are just so profound and so fulfilling and so amazing that I'm not willing to risk anything. I'm not willing to risk them. It's my relationships with you guys. We have started to form a bond here. Whether you booked a reading or not, you have shared your heart on this channel, and I thank you, and I honor you, and I consider you a soulmate, really, because we're on this together, and we were put together for the reason for healing and growing each other on this divine path. So I have my Archangel cards here. My little ones by I think it's Diana Cooper. I forgot the name of them, but the Archangel guidance cards, and I'm gonna see what they're sharing with us for today and what they want for us to know. So okay, Archangels, show us what you want for us to know in this week coming up, July 2nd through July 9th. Any other messages that you have for us, July 2nd through July 9th? What other divine guidance? I got a new deck of cards. If you haven't seen the other reading yet, I just want to share loving words from Jesus. Though I share that from the Bible, and I have cards now to share that when I'm out and about and don't have my Bible or my Jesus calling. Yeah. I have quite a collection. Thank you to all of you who have, donated, who have booked a reading. It helps me keep me going, helps me, with paying the bills of the channel and of getting to as many people as the divine wants me to get to. Look at this. You're standing in the center of a heart, and your heart is shining out. The divine has you. You don't have to protect you anymore. Let the divine do that. Just shine your light. Be you. Be beautifully you. And share the love. And don't worry about whether or not it's coming back to you. The divine will make sure it comes back to you. Wow. I just got like a chill. Okay. What message do you have today? Okay, they pulled this one. Archangel Michael. When you are blessed with this angel card, you are guided to invoke Archangel Michael to help, protect, and strengthen you. So here is the antidote to the darkest fears. He will increase your ability to deal with problems, so ask him to cut with his sword any emotional cords which bind you to people, stuck situations, or past memories. Then ask him to fill you with strength and love. He will shield you from the destructive thoughts, emotions, and actions of others. Archangel Michael works on the blue ray, giving strength and courage. Call for his help and visualize yourself wearing a deep blue cloak, securely fastened. This will place you under his protection. He is the master of all angels, a great warrior spirit. Within the light, you will feel more secure, have more confidence, energy, and power. I am strong and protected by Archangel Michael. Yes, you are. So they want to guide you. They want to. He wants to. He wants to be there. Just call him. He needs you to call him in order to show up in the powerful, mighty way that he does. And then I'm just going to do a card from Jesus Words from Loving Words from Jesus by Doreen Virtue. Beautiful deck of cards. I'm so grateful that she put all of these out. Some of them were pulled from the market, and I just kind of want to get as many before they're all gone. Okay. So Jesus is one of our brothers who walked this earth, who went through the pains that we went through, and he went through them victorious. And he rose, as you are in the process of resurrection. That's what that looks like. A resurrection. That your light comes from the Lord, your love comes from the Lord, and then you get to shine that out to everybody. And you're standing in the center of it, powerfully and being you. Okay, so Jesus, what words do you have for us today that we can use? Okay, that's the one. My Father gives you the true bread from heaven. John 6:32. So, yeah, that's this. That's this. And then you get to do this. And this. You get to do this and this. Look at how beautiful. This is you. So reserve it. Don't give more to the divine masculine than the divine actually allows you to give. Don't give more than you have available. All right, my divine, beautiful twins. I'm going to just say thank you. If you'd like to book a reading, please do so. I'll be able to resume readings starting next weekend and next week. So if you book your reading, you can get into the calendar. I look forward to speaking with you and sending you blessings of love and light.